ladies. It's day 100. It is day 100. First of all, I just want to come on here and say how sorry I am for yesterday's video. I wasn't proud of that one, but I had to get a video out, and that was the video that I got out. So, is what it is. But yeah. So yeah, it's day 100. So I've officially now been recording daily videos of me yapping into a mic for 100 days straight, and it's been pretty good. We've gained 1,000 subscribers. People watch these videos. It's pretty crazy to me, to be honest. But I appreciate it, and I'm glad you find some sort of value in these. And I'm here to provide value again today, I hope. And the way I'm going to do that is this. So it's day 100. Now, everyone likes to make promises to themselves when a certain deadline hits, whether it be New Year, whether it be Monday morning, whether it be March the 1st, February the 1st, April the 1st, June the 1st, whatever, right? They'll be like, nah, I'll just chill until the end of this week. And then to the end of this month, and then I'll start on Monday, or I'll start on the 1st, right? New Year's resolutions, everything, right? It's just a way of procrastinating, and then because you've procrastinated for so long and you've ingrained the habit of putting stuff off, you're going to just then put it off again, right? The chance that you actually stick to something when you first start it is like so little, like it's minimal. So yeah, and before I get into the nitty gritty of this, I just want to say I'm wearing this hat because, again, I've had a shower. I don't really, the hair that I rock, I'm kind of chilling with post shower isn't my favourite, so you're gonna have to deal with a Seattle Seahawks hat instead. But no one cares. You're just probably wondering why is this guy wearing a beanie hat inside with a t-shirt on, well, shirt with long sleeves. So my intention is this. I've been doing this for the last few days, but not to the extent that I'm trying to do now. I've just tried to ingrain it and get to a point where I'm like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing now. Now I'm going to go full in cold turkey. So obviously what I do in a day-to-day life is I run influence. I do everything for influencers, right? And doing everything for influencers, it is very hard to not go on social media. Like, it's so fucking hard. Because, I mean, that's what your life kind of revolves around, right? And it's such an easy, like, trap to just get caught on every day. You just go on social media and you just scroll through everything, just scrolling through whatever the fuck it is on your feed, because it's so fucking addicting. I saw a tweet earlier that said, I mean, it's a problem. This is exactly what I'm saying this, because I was on Twitter and I saw this tweet, and he was like, short form content is more addicting than crack. Now, I haven't done crack. I don't intend to ever do crack. I'm never going to do crack, I'll say it right now, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, the amount of time you just kind of like burn every day just watching random, pointless, mindless content is crazy, you know? So my goal is to eliminate that as best as I can. And now that it's day 100, it kind of ties into the fact that people like to make promises to themselves on certain deadlines, and obviously day 100 is a pretty big milestone, to which now the longer I take, the more embarrassing it is, the longer it takes me to record this series and get to the goal that I'm trying to get to, especially from some people's perspectives, because when they're at the top and they look down, they're like, mate, it's so fucking easy to make 10k a month. And I wouldn't disagree, it is. It's just grit and determination. You could probably just do it quite quick, right? But from their perspective, they know a lot of stuff that we don't, so you've got to kind of like push your ego aside and be like, okay, these guys, like, there's a reason they're where they're at, right? They know something that we don't. So you've got to enjoy the journey, right? So that's what we're kind of doing. And yeah, I went a bit off topic there, but I intend from tomorrow. I know this completely contradicts everything I'm saying. I'm being a bit of a hypocrite, but from tomorrow, when I wake up, my intention is to go full cold turkey on dopamine. So when I say full cold turkey, I mean my main addictions, the main time like the things that take away from my time or take away from my focus, which is I've literally so as I say, I've been doing this the last few days, but it hasn't been to the extent that I'm trying to ingrain now. So the main issue is social media, right? So you've got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I don't use any other social media than those three. I mean, I have Snapchat. I literally go on that like once a week, like if that. I'll probably be airing people on Snapchat right now. I actually don't know because I don't go on it. I don't even I see it. I don't even think to go on it. I just kind of like, you have those apps on your phone you just like see, but you just never go on. Snapchat's one of them. Obviously it was different when I was younger, but now I just don't go on it. So you've got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and then WhatsApp and Discord. Now WhatsApp and Discord, obviously they're not addicting in terms of like you sit on there for ages. But what they do is when you're trying to do a task, they completely divert your focus the whole time. Whether you get a message or you think you could have a message, you're always checking and diverting your focus like this. Oh, I could have a message on WhatsApp. Oh, no, I don't have a message. Okay, let me write a bit more. Then you write for a bit and you're like, oh, I don't know how to finish this sentence. Oh, shit. Okay, let me just check the WhatsApp. I could have a message. Oh, okay, I feel a bit better now. There's no message. Okay. And then with that same hole, you then kind of allowed yourself to divert your focus from the work that you're doing to WhatsApp. So what's to say that you can't then go on Instagram, onto Twitter, onto TikTok, onto YouTube, whatever. So my intention is this, right? From the books that I've read, the main thing that I've taken from it, and I think I need to repost this blog because I wrote it a while back. I'll just tamper with it a bit and just kind of perfect it because I wrote it, I think, like a year ago, and I feel like I'm more concise at writing. Maybe not more concise at writing, but I can get a point across better than I could a year ago. But I wrote this blog on starting small, which is something that I picked up from, I think, from a few books. It wasn't just one straight book. I mean, it's mentioned in Atomic Habits, and I think that's like the mainstream book of self-help and whatever. But it's been in a lot of books, and you can't ingrain a habit. You can't stick with something for an extended period of time if you go at it all at once. Some people can, but it's very fucking rare. Unless you've got a goal that you really need to get to. Like, for example, this is a really crazy example, but this is one to just get you thinking. Your parents are going to die in 30 days. You need to make £10,000 to keep them alive, right? With that being said, your goal is to keep your parents alive, to which you're never going to get fucking focused, because if you don't achieve your goal, your parents are going to die, right? So you're going to stick to whatever it is you're doing, like, properly. So you can just completely click and just go from the most unproductive, like, bum of all time to, like, Elon Musk level productivity straight away, because that goal is so fucking, like, unless you hate your parents for some reason, which I hope if you're watching these videos you're not one of those, like, emos, but or whatever's happened to your life in your life, but like, you can just click like that, because the thing is so important that of course you're going to do all you can, right? You're not just going to sit there tomorrow and be like, oh yeah, no, I've still got 29 days, I'm just going to keep watching TikTok all day. You're just going to change that. So if your goal is, like, fucking important, then you're going to actually stick to it. So that's why some people can actually stick to it. It's if they actually want it, right? If you actually want it, as opposed to, oh yeah, that would be nice. Oh yeah, it'd be nice to have that. It's like, I saw a thing this week. You're either interested or you're committed, right? You're interested or you're committed. For example, your son comes to you and he says, Dad, I want to play football or American football, or tennis, or whatever it is. He says, I want to play football. Now, is he interested in playing football just so he can try out football? Or is he committed to playing football, Like, yeah, I want to try out football. So, I mean, you then, as a dad, you then are like, obviously you're just going to let him do it regardless, right? But this is I'm trying to just articulate my point here. This kid, if he wanted to get somewhere in football, he needs to have a reason why he's playing football, as opposed to, but I feel like I'm going to butcher this completely here. I've got to actually, as opposed to just being interested in playing football. Oh yeah, that was cool. Oh my god, that was such a good catch from Justin Jefferson that week. Oh my god, what a catch. Oh my god, he's crazy. Stephon Diggs, oh my god, what a catch. Oh yeah, I'd like to play football. So he can then go, maybe want to, like, play football, right, and give it a go. But he's not going to get as far playing football as someone who wants to get to the NFL and wants to be the best of all time and wants to do this for his family or wants to prove someone wrong, right? He's got a want. So are you committed, or are you just want to try it out? Like, you just want to try out entrepreneurship because it looks cool, or do you actually want to make a change in your life? So you've got to, like, differentiate the two. And I mean, this is really hard for me to kind of, like, articulate and explain to you, but I mean, are you committed, or do you just want it because it looks cool, or like, you know, are you actually committed? Do you actually want it? Is there a reason why you want it other than to buy a Lamborghini? Because if it's just to buy a Lamborghini, you ain't sticking with shit. I'll be dead honest. So yeah. There was something in the thing that I read, and it was I don't think I'm going to explain this at all well, so I don't know if I. No, I'm not even going to try, because I don't get it what was said either. So actually, I'm not gonna say it. But anyway, so I'm obviously committed to this goal because I'm doing this series. So obviously I have to get to this goal. I'm not going to stop doing these videos until I finish this series. If I have kids and I'm still recording this series, I'm still going to be recording this series, because I don't. Apart from last night, I don't give up. Last night was an anomaly because it was a bit fucked. But if you watched yesterday's video, you'll know. But I imagine you probably didn't, because it wasn't the best video in the world. So obviously I'm committed to this goal. Now, as I say, starting small, I intend to do this for an extended period of time, to which I could say to you, I'm going to do this dopamine detox from day 100 to day 200, right? But right now, if I just go and do that, I'm not going to fucking stick to it. I'm going to start relapsing. There's no, like, you've got to start small if you actually want to ingrain something. So I intend to do this for a week. A week. So from the 22nd, it's the 21st right now, to the 28th of January. To which I have this table on Notion. If you don't use Notion, I recommend using Notion, because it's the best app of all time. But, so I have things that I fill in every day, and as I go. I have my total phone screen time, which I will tell you at the end of every day. My total times that I go on Twitter. The total times that I go on Instagram. Total times that I go on YouTube, WhatsApp, and Discord. And that allows me to be intentional with when I check these things. Because if I'm doing cold outreach, obviously I have to use these platforms. But I don't have to be checking it every single second, because it's just going to completely divert my attention all the time, especially when I'm at the stage that I'm at. Maybe further down the line within the business, and everything's kind of set up on the back end, and you can kind of like just focus on getting clients, then maybe okay. But right now it's a case of doing everything within the company and not allowing my attention to be diverted. I think that goes for most people, because I think a lot of us like the idea of doing a dopamine detox, and they like the idea of being an entrepreneur, and they like the idea of doing all these productive things, and and prior to the new year, they'll like the idea of reading books. But when it actually comes down to reading books, watching TikTok on your phone is much more stimulating, to which if you don't actually have a reason why you're reading books, you're just going to start watching fucking TikTok again. So yeah, everyone likes the idea of doing this thing, but when it actually comes to it, it's a lot harder than it is. So tomorrow, I'm not expecting it to be easy. I'm expecting it to be painful. It's just mentally pain, right? It's mental pain, because I'm kind of like trying to kill my old self to make a new one. And not that my old self is bad, but my old self is nowhere near the potential that I want it to be at. So yeah, my main issue is my focus diverting 24/7, and that's probably the similar issue to all of you guys. So this is what I'm doing. I mean, it's really simple. I've been doing this the last few days, but it's not been to the extent of this. It's just been a bit more chilled. I'm just been like trying to be intentionally not going on social media when I want to go on it and stuff. But now I have all of this stuff on here. I'll show you. You can see that. See that? Yeah, cool. You can see the webcam. Yeah, high quality camera that I'm recording these videos on, by the way. So yeah, screen time, Twitter, whatever. I'm just gonna fill them in every day, and just so then I can be like, fuck. Why did I go on Instagram 10 times today? Why did I need to go on Instagram 10 times today? Did I need to? No. So yeah, I think a lot of us have this fear of missing out as well. I said this in a recent video, like maybe 10 days ago or something. But a lot of us have a fear of missing out, like with our phones. Like there's something that we're missing, that's been sent to us, or that we don't want to ignore. And you want to feel in control, right? You want to feel in control of everything in your life, and that's why social media is so good at bringing you back, or your WhatsApp or Discord, because you want to be in control. And when you're not checking this stuff, where you know there's the potential that you could have a message, you feel out of control, to which you want to go and check your messages to feel more in control again, right? So it's the same idea. When you like, it's quite hard to explain, but if you're driving a car, this was a good analogy actually from David Coulthard. If you're driving a car and you're the one driving the car, no matter how fast you're going, you don't really get scared, right? But when you're in the passenger seat, and maybe that person in the passenger seat is like a crazy fucking driver, but when he's in the passenger seat or she's in the passenger seat, she's not in control. They're not in control. To which they feel like obviously not in control and they can't do anything about what's happening. To which they feel like their life isn't in their hands. To which they get stressed and obviously it's mega windy outside. They get like stressed and they feel like they can't do anything. To which they want to do everything in their control to get control, and their instinctive like subconscious way of doing that is either screaming or saying something to them or whatever, right? And I'm talking maybe on just normal roads. I'm talking on a racetrack. You know, if you're on a racetrack, you're driving. Cool, you could just drive at whatever speed like you want because you're the one in control. Whereas if you're like in a two-seater and you're either in the passenger seat or there's like an F1 car that you can have two people in, there's one at the back. You know, you're not in control. So you're like, shit, okay, I'm just like, oh, fuck, oh. So as humans, we want to be in control of everything, to which these social media apps are built. Well, I mean, there's no other real way that you can actually do it, but they're built to which when you're not checking it, you feel like there could be something there, to which you get this thing of fear of switching off or fear of missing out. And you instinctively then want to go on your phone, especially when it's been an extended period of time. So it's about taking over control of your life in that regard and understanding, okay, so if I were to leave my phone all day, so from the time I wake up until the time I go to sleep, I won't check anything. What is the worst thing that can happen? And most of the time, it's not going to be that bad for anyone. But there's the minor possibility that something happens to which everything just falls apart just because of that one thing. So that's the problem that I'm having with WhatsApp and Discord, because I've got clients DMing me, I've got people I work with DMing me, and I feel like I could have a message that's important to which I need to respond to it, right? So my attention's always diverting. And some people would disagree and they'll just be like, nah, just fucking do it all at the same time. But it depends on where you're at, because you can't just, as I say, you can't just click your fingers and just turn into this fucking demon straight away. But if you have the ability to do your task, check WhatsApp, not to get sucked into it, and everything else on YouTube, on Twitter, after your flow state's ended and your attention's been diverted to your other screen or whatever, then if you've got that ability, then cool. I mean, you don't need to be watching this video. But for most people, like 99% of people, there's always that feeling that we could have a message somewhere to which our attention's always getting diverted. Like, oh, well, let me check my phone real quick, or let me check WhatsApp, let me check Discord, let me check Instagram, let me check Twitter. So it's about it. That's the way I kind of think of it. And I mean, as I say, it's hard for me to do it because I work with influencers, but you can use your time intentionally. And when I say that, you could set a specific time that you check your phone. I know it sounds like a bit like zesty or too try hard, right? But you could do something like checking your phone at midday, checking your phone at 3 p.m, checking your phone at 6 p.m. Like maximum, if they message you as soon as you put your phone down, you're going to have aired them for 3 hours. And you only do that when you've got something that you're intending to do that requires deep focus, right? When you're just not intending to deep focus on the thing that you're doing, fine, not a problem. But just don't allow yourself to fall back into that trap of just sitting on your phone again, because you're just gonna everything's just gonna fall apart again. So yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something, but nah, I don't think I am. I don't think I'm missing anything, boys. But yeah, it's day 100, man. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. I mean, the amount of people that have just kind of like messaged me on Instagram, messaged me on Twitter, followed me on both of those socials, subscribed to my newsletter, it's fucking crazy, and I can't tell you how thankful I truly am. Yeah, it's just really nice, because I say this all the time, but I work with influencers. That is my job, and I always build their followings, but I've never built my own, really. Obviously, I had my Fortnite one back in the day, but it wasn't really self-made. It was because I was in Atlantis, right? At Team Atlantis, if you follow Fortnite. So I kind of got a load of followers from there. But I mean, people still follow me for me, but it's not the same. Like, this is generic. This is real. And you guys are following me because you got a similar mindset to me. You've got similar things that you're interested in, and you want to make a difference in your life, and you realize that you're in a place that isn't your max potential right now, and you want to make a difference, and you want to achieve things with your life, whatever those things may be. So first of all, I'm just glad that I have people around me who are similar to me in that regard, but also I'm building a following of, well, people like me, and just people in this space, and people that think like I think, and it's rare to find you kind of people. So I can't tell you how thankful I am. And yeah, with that being said, I mean, Dopamine Detox tomorrow, proper. By the way, the reason I've only got Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, and Discord on here, and not like movies or video games, is because I play video games like once every 2 months, if that. Like, no joke. And it will literally be for a 1 or 2 hour session, which is like by no means an issue. I watch films only with my family when they ask me to watch a film, and obviously I want to spend time with my family when the time arises. If I'm intending to do something productive, then maybe I won't do it. But most of the time, it's that I don't sit there on my own terms and just watch films on my own. So those aren't really an issue. My main issue is the things that I've just listed there: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, WhatsApp, Discord. So if I can completely lock out those, then I mean, it's this. I think tasks are going to get easier because I'm going to get more dopamine from them. I'm going to find hard things much easier to do. And yeah, everything in between, really. So yeah, with that being said, I've been talking for 22 minutes now. It is day 100, which is fucking crazy. We keep going, boys. We keep fucking going. But yeah, I can't tell you how much I appreciate your honesty, and keep me updated on your fucking journeys as well, by the way, because I know you're doing similar things to me. So it's good. Like, the comments I get are so motivating and just so nice, man. It's so nice, and I feel bad because I don't respond to them straight away. A lot of them, because I say I'm gonna do it, and then I'll just be working on something, and then it'll get too late. I'll be like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. It's not because I'm not. It's because I'm not productive. It's just because they're not a priority. I'm trying to work on like building myself up so I can get here. But then again, it's incredibly rude, especially when people are writing the nicest fucking things to me and I'm just ignoring them. So I'm not ignoring them. Just know that I just haven't responded. So I will do, I promise. But with that said, I need to go to bed. I appreciate you boys so fucking much, and see you for day 101. Jesus Christ. Alright, cool. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow night, guys. Appreciate you.